Come spend the day with us in Celina. We're touring a resale, checking out new builds, stopping for lunch, and taking a look at Del Webb and what's new around town. All right, well, let's go take a look.
We are on our way right now to check out a pre-owned home, an older home, more established neighborhood inside of Celina, Texas. That's on an acre, and the kicker of this home is that it doesn't have an HOA. Now, I'm excited to go see this house. Our client is from the Seattle area. We took them around. They found that this neighborhood, they really liked it. It's one of the ones that checks off the boxes. Like I said, they don't want an HOA. They want to be on an acre, and they also want a pool.
Yeah, and they'd like to be fairly close to things, you know, shopping and things like that. So this is the perfect spot.
We are here at this house. Our client and why they're interested in kind of this pre-owned area is, first of all, look at this neighborhood. This is just what you don't see in these newer communities, right? But they also wanted something that had great bones, and this may be it. Brand new windows, already got its pool. Let's go have a look at this. This house is 4 bedrooms. It's about 2,800 square feet on an acre, has a pool. Let's check it out. What Patrice is doing right there is she is filming for our clients.
Really moving red. I mean, they don't have to change anything in order to live here. So it's stuff that can be done slowly if there are things that they want changed.
So one of the things that I think they're gonna change is the flooring.
Yeah, they like the wood.
Yeah, they like that wide plank, white oak. But look at this is what you get. You know, this stuff would just be, they've got new ports actually. The bones are pretty much done. They just need to put their touch on things.
I also think what's nice, Andy, is there's a door over here that you can get in from the front, and they have their mom that's living with them, so she can kind of come and go and kind of have her own little area.
Little privacy.
Yeah, so that might be a nice option too.
It does have a dining room. It has this hardwood, but I'm pretty sure that all this is gonna get ripped open. But look at, as you come in, it has a double stacked crown, which is nice. These big windows overlooking your yard. But here we go again. You know, it's got touches. With this neighborhood, they were custom built. They're 20, 25 years old, but they were custom made at the time. And you can really see the quality is held up.
Look at this double ceiling.
Yeah, it's just
very
like,
pretty.
You know, some things just need to be updated.
And I love that there's a door just right out to your patio.
Let's go take a look at this. Look at how much space you have out here.
This is a huge patio area. I love it.
You know, the pool, you're saving a ton by already purchasing a house with the pool, but the landscape, the privacy, this checks off a lot of the boxes. Yeah. It's got upstairs, it just has 2 bedrooms. So it's 2 bedrooms down, 2 bedrooms up, which is perfect for them because that's what they're looking for. They want a space downstairs for their mom, and then they've got the 2 little ones. So one of the nice things I do like, everybody asks us about PIDs and mud taxes and all that stuff. And this does not have any of that. That's what you get with the newer homes.
Yes.
And what are they? What do they do? Basically, it's an infrastructure tax. So if you're familiar with, if you're from California like we are originally, Melrose, right? That's what we called it. I don't know where they call it in other parts of the country, but it's just an infrastructure tax. What's nice about a PID is that it goes away, right? It's a set amount so you can count on it, and you pay it off over the course of anywhere between 20 and 40 years, but the reality is it's 30 years, like most mortgages. So it's just something added on. A MUD is actually another infrastructure tax, and that is a percentage, and that just goes on forever. So that's not as nice, but PIDs and MUDs are basically just an extra tax. It's gonna bring what normally is like a 2.06% tax rate here in Celina, like for this house, up to 2.7, 2.8, 3%, just depends on whether or not it's a PID or a MUD. So that's something that you need to factor in, which brings, it's almost like a hidden cost, which is somewhat a little frustrating. So overall, Patrice, you think this house is a win?
I think it checks off a lot of the boxes.
It definitely checks off a lot of the boxes. I could definitely see them living here. We've toured, I don't know, 12 houses with them, you know, over the course of a couple months and a couple trips out here. And this one, I think, is one that they're pretty excited on. This just hit the market 2 days ago, so we're excited to show it to them. Now, I'm getting a little hungry, Patrice, are you?
Oh, I'm starving.
Let's go to Celina Square, and there's Silos. That's that new restaurant in downtown Square. We'll see if that's hopping and busy. If it is, then maybe we hit over Lucy's or one of the other places.
I'm up for all of it.
We just made a right off of the loop heading north on the parkway, and you can see that the tollway is coming together nicely. It's coming together a lot quicker than we originally anticipated. In fact, there's a brand new hospital right here as part of the boom in Celina. This thing is a full service hospital that has everything.
So one of the things that most people love about Celina, especially people who have lived here forever, is their small town charm. Now that's one of the things that the city of Celina is trying to keep intact during this whole big old growth spurt they're having. They just want to keep it that small town feel, and as of right now it still feels that way. They do some fun events at Halloween, Christmas, they do Cajun Fest, they do all kinds of neat programs, and so many people go, and everybody kind of knows each other, gets to know each other.
Yeah, there's a definite sense of community. That's what I love about Celina. I mean, obviously you've heard Celina is going to be the next Frisco, etc., and that's all true. There's just seems to be, when we moved to Frisco 20 years ago, there was a lot more sense of community. But as you get bigger, you know, you sort of lose that sense of community. You know, now that Frisco's over 200,000, it just, you know, it doesn't feel as tight as it once was. And definitely compared to Celina. Now it'll be interesting to see if Celina is able to pull that off.
Yeah, they can make it.
Because as you, it's at full build out, Celina is going to be 378,000 people. That's a lot of people.
Huge.
That's going to be bigger than Frisco, and it'll be interesting to see if they're able to hold on to that charm. But
all right, so the silos are closed on Tuesdays, so they open tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So we're not gonna do that, but we're gonna go to Papagayo's, which is a really good Mexican restaurant out here. We just placed our order, and I can't wait to get our food.
we're checking out some clients' builds. Very common for the kids to move out here for whatever reason, and lo and behold, within a year or two, the grandparents come out.
Well, our family did the same.
Yeah.
Both our families did the same.
It happens all the time. So that's what we're off to right now, is to go check out this inventory home in Legacy Hills.
So as you can see, this is a good example of things you run into out here because of the construction. Just things are gonna delay you once in a while.
This isn't the sort of thing that pops up in your Google Maps when you're
no.
when you're trying to get from point A to point B. So always give yourself a good old extra 10 minutes.
That's
2,000 years later.
All right, so this is our client's build. It's coming along quite nicely. So we filmed throughout the process because we're your eyes and ears here in North Texas. They are still working, so this office was very important to them. They wanted to downsize. They weren't sure that they wanted to live in a 55 and over community because they didn't want to be around old people.
That's changing.
That's changing, right? So this is the hybrid model where you're inside a big master plan community. So you have access to all of the amenities that Legacy Hills is gonna offer, but you have on top of it your own amenities in the Del Webb section. These houses are gonna be anywhere between 1,500 and 2,500 square feet. In fact, we've done a whole thing on this. We have another channel altogether that is called Life After the Grind, and it focuses on all of Texas 55 and over communities. So if that is of interest to you guys, we'll click the link on that channel as well, so you can kind of check out that stuff.
We're just gonna show you just a little bit of this house. This is the primary bedroom, which is a really good size. See how we're up high right here? And then those houses back there are down lower. So your privacy is pretty good. Our clients are gonna put some bushes all along there, so that way it gives them even more privacy. But you're not on top of each other all the time here, which is nice.
The other thing I like about this particular Del Webb and Legacy Hills is the lots tend to be a little bit bigger. And so it's a nice little option to have, you know, so you're not, it's like I said, it's a hybrid which is nice because you don't feel like you're necessarily in a senior community, but you are, you know, you still have young kids around and that sort of thing. You just have your space where you can go. Love the kitchen, how that's turning out. Most of these houses are going to be 2 bedrooms and an office, this one included. So anyway, let's go check out that Ashton Woods
Oh yeah,
model.
let's do it. Hello.
How's it doing?
All right, so now we're in the Ashton Woods model here in Legacy Hills. And we just wanted to kind of quick show you this one because this is a great option. Now, you have different packages. We're in the Bowie model right now, and it's a little under 2,000 square feet. And we're gonna start over here where they have 2 bedrooms. This is the first secondary bedroom, decent size, nothing huge.
Nothing huge, but it's a nice.
But it's beautiful. It is, you know, big enough, that's what I think. And you got a decent sized closet right there.
So a lot of the people that are buying in this particular neighborhood are buying also, you know, there's the big homes, but they also like the kind of lock and leave style of this community.
I'm gonna get out of the way so you can just film. This is the bathroom for these 2 bedrooms. And then the other bedroom looks very similar.
It's just a mirror copy of the other one. You can see plenty of good size, good furniture in this.
These hallways are really nice, wide hallways. I really like that. And then it's kind of cool because you go this way and there's another bedroom, but they're using it as an office. So that's a great option if you're needing an office. As you can see, it can be a great office.
It's a really good size.
If you don't need it as a bedroom, you can make it into something else. But
now, one of the nice things about this is that they have several different packages, and so they keep the cost relatively affordable. So your base price in a house like this is $415, but they usually finish out right around $450. Now, like anything, the best deals are these inventory homes, and right now they have some specials where they will give you $12,000 in closing costs as well as a 4.99 interest rate.
and you get washer, dryer, refrigerator, window coverings. I mean, you get a lot. So it's definitely something to think about. But look at how great this kitchen is. It's a good sized kitchen. You've got plenty of space here. They've got plenty of cabinets in here. You've got this nice dining area that kind of joins the family area. So it's all together feels just like a really comfortable, warm room. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like a modern kind of old school, you know, where it's not the McMansion, it's not the huge giant houses. They have those if you want that, but
you gotta see the snack closet.
good size. Definitely Costco approved, which brings us to a point, Patrice. Aren't they building a Costco?
They are building a Costco. Rumor is that they're building a rodeo honky-tonk type bar like Billy Bob's in Fort Worth, and that will be really cool to have. That
They're
place
talking
is
about building it here.
So much fun. Yes.
Billy Bob's is in Fort Worth.
Right
in
next
South
to, I wasn't clear on that. Right next to the school, so that'll be fun. But we're walking into the primary right now, which is a really good size.
This is a good size.
You've got a lot
Nice,
of
comfortable
space.
size.
I know. I mean, this is a good size furniture in here, and it doesn't seem like it swallows it up. And then you've got the primary ensuite right there.
It's got the dual sinks, the big countertops.
And then a good size shower in here. Nothing fancy, but plenty of room in there. Then they've got a linen closet right here.
That's a deep linen closet.
Yeah, it really is. It'll hold a lot. You've got the water closet right here. And then a decent sized closet. I mean, it's nothing huge, but you can definitely fit quite a bit in here.
Yeah, if you put some organizers and all that stuff, this is plenty of size.
Oh yeah.
This is about the same size as our closet.
You get California closets for one of those people out here.
All right, so Patrice, where are we off to next?
We have a busy day. I just realized we're still going. So we're gonna go to Cambridge Crossing because we have to check on another client's build, and we also need to talk to some of our reps because we need to get some information from them. Well, let's go take a look.
One of the other things that is so nice about Celina is because it's growing so rapidly, there's just a diverse selection of builders. Just about every builder is building out here, from that Starlight and Ashton Wood to Toll Brothers, Custom Builders, Highland, Trees.
Union Made.
everything.
Yeah.
I mean, every different option you have, and in all different price ranges. Like I said, we just got done touring the Ashland Woods, $450,000 in a brand new hot community right here in Celina with a private golf course and the whole nine.
7 pools.
I mean, it's unreal. There's definitely some advantages of getting into the city early. I remember during the pandemic, we were helping quite a few people move here, and the equity that they have experienced just in the last 3 years is incredible. They've got a couple $100,000 in equity. You guys have all heard us say, you know, there's nothing better than being in early phase in a brand new community. If you want to maximize your investment and get the most equity, being the first in is always to be financially beneficial.
Yeah, as long as you're prepared for the growing pains of, you know, new roads, a lot of construction. You feel like you're out in the middle of nowhere right here.
And you pretty much are right
And
now.
you pretty much are. But if you can see the future and you can see the vision, yeah, it's an incredible investment.
Yeah, I mean, because Celina is basically in phase 1.5. You know, so in 20 years, this is going to be the next Frisco, and you're going to be right in the middle of everything. So that is a huge reason why Celina is booming. So now we are going to Cambridge Crossing. We like to visit our sites anywhere between 2 to 3 times a month, just really depending on what phase in the construction process they are.
And every once in a while it's a little more because they might ask us to go film something in particular.
Yeah, because something may have come in, you know, we've been waiting on that, you know, tile or whatever it is, so we'll go out there and take a look. But we like to go out there as much as possible just so we can keep an eye on everything, just about on every single deal. We catch something that needs to be changed or was wrong, and that's why hiring an experienced real estate agents that kind of specialize in this area and are not just take your money and run, show you a house and go. Teresa and I take an opposite approach to that. We are hands-on, very family oriented, because, you know, we treat these things like our own. As you can see, there were 4 future Toll Brothers and then 4 future Taylor Morrisons coming on, so 8 total model homes, which will make sure you hit that subscribe button, that bell, so you're alerted every time, because we will definitely be doing a full tour of those 8 models for sure.
But they are selling those lots pretty fast, so if it's something you're interested in, give us a call, because we could take you by other communities that have those models just so you can see what they look like. Now these are where the Taylor Morrison and the Toll Brothers are. Up the way from that is a new community called La Terra at Uptown Celina. So the options here are absolutely endless. I know we said that before, but it's just amazing how many builders are out here.
Yeah, and these same communities and that sort of thing, if you were in Prosper or in Frisco, you're going to be spending $150,000 to $200,000 more for the same house. The problem is that you can't even do that in Frisco. What they have going in Frisco, for the most part, is, you know, the Fields project, which obviously is expensive, as well as the Grove, which is crazy expensive. So,
okay, so we're here just to check on their build. Andy's going to take some pictures for them. They are going to be out in a week for the pre-drywall meeting, so we'll meet them here for that.
well, Patrice, you know what? I think that is a wrap on this video. If you've made it this far, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell so you're alerted every time we do a video. We do videos once a week showcasing all there is about DFW. Also, if you are interested in moving here or you live here already and are looking to make that move, best way to get a hold of us if you would like to work with us, and we'd be honored, is to hit that dream home form. And until the next time, I'm Andy.
And I'm Patrice.
Take care.